So Chadwick Boseman and my pick for Namor. This is about Black Panther: Two Kings. It was a Boss Logic logo pitch, and I like the logo, and I think it's a great title, and I think it should be about two kings. So I'm using that title, and I made a story for it, and I put it up on Twitter picture, which was taken down and suspended. But before it was suspended, there were over 4,000 views on this image, which is mine. Story by Renal Martinez, me. So here's the story for Black Panther: Two Kings. Black Panther discovers the underwater kingdom of Atlantis when an earthquake causes many there to die, and it also finds its way to Wakanda. The earthquake finds its way to Wakanda. The blame is put on Shuri, who stored some vibranium underwater. The king of Atlantis, Namor, arrives in Wakanda and asks T'Challa to hand over all remaining vibranium to him personally to avoid future earthquakes. He declines and asks that Atlantis move the people somewhere else in the vast ocean. It's a vast ocean. Go somewhere else. Namor is insulted and war is declared between both nations. So that would be the first movie. It would be the first movie where Black Panther, not the first movie, but the second movie, Black Panther: Two Kings, where Namor is an underwater kind of Aquaman, and we would see a battle between, basically it would be black versus, Asian kind of white people, black versus Caucasian. It'd be a war. It'd be very, cool war, and we would see Killmonger come back. He would come back and help him fight the war. And how does Killmonger come back? We will, they have to think of it. But he comes back, and then we realize Killmonger isn't who he is. So we go to now that would be Black Panther 2, where they fight. Now Black Panther 3. Black Panther and Namor became two kings of Wakanda. This is Black Panther King 3 with Wolverine in it. T'Challa and Namor fought against one another when Loki, who was the Killmonger the entire time, Loki manipulated them into thinking Shuri's storing of vibranium caused an earthquake in Atlantis. It was him. After many battles against one another led to the War of Atlantis and Wakanda. The war ended, but not without Loki activating a Tesseract vibranium bomb that destroyed Atlantis. Having no home, the refugees live in Wakanda under both kings' rule as they rebuild Atlantis. So that was the final ending of Black Panther: Two Kings, but then that's the beginning of part three. So part three would be, but Laveria's Victor Von Doom offers hope to both nations in the form of genetic mutation. Sue and Reed Richards say this is the future, and mutants have already lived on Earth for centuries and hiding in America. A friend of Shuri's hiding is Storm. T'Challa falls for Storm. Namor falls for Sue, and both try and woo the other to be queens. Other mutants are running from Weapon X, which wants to other mutants are running from Weapon X, which want to uh, see these gifted as soldiers for hire. Wolverine fulfills Stryker's purpose to kill those who don't submit to join. So Wolverine would be under the control of Stryker, and he would be the third villain. You see the Ching, the three claws, as you see, that would be the three for Black Panther 3 would be Wolverine and certain Stryker and Victor Von Doom fighting. It would be Stryker and Victor Von Doom with Wolverine, who's evil, but then he kind of turns good halfway when he sees the mutants and Wakandas and refugees and all the good stuff. So yeah, with Storm and of course Sue Storm and Storm. So those are my stories for Black Panther 1, for Black Panther 1 and 2, basically 2 and 3. Two Kings, and Black Panther 3 would probably be Black Panther and the Wolverine. The Wolverine. So there we go. The X-Men and the Wolverine. So, Birth of Mutants, Birth of Wakanda. Yeah, Mutants in Wakanda, something like that. So that's pretty cool. I came up with these stories before they announced Black Panther 2. So I'm just putting them out here now. Loki would be Killmonger in part 2. He would, because he can be, become anybody, since he can shapeshift, and he would try to lead the Wakandans into destruction with the Tesseract vibranium bomb, starting the war, getting all the problems. Loki's kind of a little pain in the ass, so it would be a really cool movie. Part 3 would have Wolverine and the Mutants and Victor Von Doom. So there we go, Black Panther 2 and 3. All Renell Martinez. I'm Renell. Let's see if Kevin Feige or Kevin Feige, forgot the name, gotta get it right, does it right. Ryan Coogler, Chadwick Boseman, John Hensley, and I would have the guy from Game of Thrones be Wolverine. It could be anybody, but Christopher Hivju, he's kind of a ginger, so they have to change his hair color, maybe digitally. But yeah, Christopher Hivju as Wolverine. He was Tormund Giantsbane, I think. He was Giantsbane. He was the one that was like, you know, Jon Snow's friend in Game of Thrones as the Crow. So yeah, out. Black Panther 2 and 3.